DidikTV KPM.
Hai semua, salam sejahtera. Selamat petang, anda sedang menonton Road to Success STPM 2020. Hari ini, sekali lagi kita akan memecut mata pelajaran apa? Mata pelajaran Matematik ST pula. Maklumlah, peperiksaan akan bermula tidak lama lagi. Mereka ada waktu yang sungguh singkat untuk mengulang kaji dan mengumpul tips dan petua dari guru yang akan bersama-sama dengan kita. Sebelum tu, saya Nisa K, hos anda pada hari ini. Dan Nisa nak ingatkan anda semua untuk kekal menjaga SOP yang telah ditetapkan seperti memakai pelitup muka di mana saja anda berada, jaga jarak fizikal sekurang-kurangnya 1 meter, kerap cuci tangan menggunakan air dan sabun serta sanitasi tangan anda apabila perlu. Seperti yang Nisa sebutkan tadi, topik pun boleh. Subjek kita pada hari ini adalah Matematik ST, di mana rakan-rakan yang akan mengambil peperiksaan ini perlulah orang kata apa mengambil segala input yang akan kita kongsikan pada hari ini sebagai persediaan akhir mereka menduduki kertas peperiksaan ini. Agak-agaknya kan siapa guru yang akan bersama-sama dengan kita? Jom kita saksikan profil beliau. Baiklah, kita ingin mempersilakan Cikgu Mohamad Afiq yang merupakan guru akademik tingkatan 6 dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota Kuala Lumpur. Apa khabar Cikgu?
Alhamdulillah,
macam mana
baik.
Cikgu perasaannya anak-anak murid dah nak menduduki peperiksaan?
Sedikit berdebar sebab paper kita esok saja, Nisa.
Ya, peperiksaan itu akan dijalankan pada hari esok. Maknanya hari ini adalah pecutan terakhir.
Ya, hari
bagi
ini memang
kita.
betul-betul kita nak pecut.
Ya, pecut sungguh-sungguh ni. Yang di rumah yang menonton kita diharapkan bersedia ambil pen dan kertas, ambil apa je ilmu dan input yang akan Cikgu Afiq kongsikan bersama-sama dengan kita pada hari ini. Sebelum tu Cikgu, saya nak beritahu kepada rakan-rakan semua sekiranya anda sudah menjaga jarak sosial anda dan perlu membuka terping muka anda. Silakan Cikgu. Kita perlulah simpan di dalam bekas yang selamat. Contoh cikgu ada poket plastik kan. Macam Nisa ada bekas macam ni cikgu. So bolehlah kita simpan supaya boleh kembali memakainya sekiranya ia masih bersih. Kalau dah kotor, kena bawa yang baru. Barulah kita boleh pakai kembali pelitup muka. Baiklah, rakan-rakan semua. Jom cikgu. Kita sanitasi dahulu tangan kita. Silakan cikgu. Untuk mulakan pelajaran pada hari ini, topik kita adalah Matematik ST. Agaknya apa yang cikgu nak kongsikan sepanjang kita bersiaran pada hari ini?
So, harapan saya kepada pelajar, perkongsian pada hari ini, cuba dapatkan sebanyak mungkin input, ambil nota dan aplikasikan dalam kertas kita pada esok hari.
Ya, baiklah. Nampaknya saya tidak bersendirian, cikgu. Tetapi rakan-rakan kita akan menyertai kita sebentar saja lagi. Saya ingin mempersilakan cikgu ke smartboard kita di sana kerana kita akan memulakan mata pelajaran kita sebentar saja lagi. Tapi sebelum tu kita ada video berkenaan dengan pandangan calon-calon. Apa kata mereka tentang subjek kita pada hari ini? Jom kita saksikan.
DidikTV KPM.
Hi, my name is Ho Chen Yi. I'm from College Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota. I think Sem 3 Maths T is the easiest compared to Sem 1 Maths T and Sem 2 Maths T. This is because I think Sem 3 Maths T do not have many formula to memorize, and the steps to answer the question is quite similar also. If you do a lot of exercise, you can tackle the question and answer them without hesitation. Especially question 4, 5 and 6, which gives you a lot of marks.
Hi everyone, my name is Kesava. I am from College Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota and I'm one of the candidates for the 2020 batch of STPM students. So, for the third semester of Maths 3, I was told from my maths teacher, Cikgu Afiq, that the key for it is to do a lot of exercises and therefore the questions will become routine. So, I've been doing a lot of questions, I've been doing a lot of exercises. So I hope that I will do well for my third semester, which will overall boost my marks for my Maths 3 at the end of the test.
Hello everyone, my name is Pravina Anandan from College Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota, Belum Bertua, and I am one of the candidates who will be sitting for the Maths T paper for Sem 3 for the year 2020. My hope for the paper is for it to be easy because generally Sem 3 is easier to score compared to Sem 2 and Sem 1. So I aim to score well for this paper so that it can improve my overall marks for Maths T.
DidikTV KPM.
Itu dia pendapat rakan-rakan kita, cikgu. Anak-anak murid cikgu ya. Ada yang
betul.
kata ada bahagian yang sukar, tetapi kalau melakukan banyak aktiviti, latih tubi, mereka dapat menjawab dengan baik.
Ya, betul.
Antara salah satu tipnya lah, sentiasa buat latih tubi. Jangan takut, dan ada yang kata banyak nak hafal. Betul ke? Susah ke, cikgu?
Ada step yang kita kena hafal, sebab bila kita hafal step dia satu persatu, kita boleh apply dalam exam. Dan soalan-soalan akan bagi jawapan kepada pelajar.
Soalan yang akan beri jawapan kepada pelajar?
Ya.
Menarik ni. Maklumlah, saya dahulu tak ambil STPM, tapi saya tertarik dengan rakan-rakan kita yang menduduki STPM ni, cikgu. Saya kira batch mereka ni sangat istimewa. Maklumlah, seperti batch SPM 2020 juga, mereka melalui satu jangka masa yang sungguh mencabar waktu pandemik ni. Cikgu sendiri macam mana dengan PDPR dan sebagainya?
Alhamdulillah, PDPR saya, bila saya lakukan PDPR dengan pelajar, mendapat sambutan daripada pelajar. Okey, saya ada buat channel YouTube, saya buat Google Meet, saya mengajar. Sebab cikgu-cikgu sekarang pun kami kena beli tablet.
Betul.
Untuk mengajar matematik, saya perlu menulis step satu persatu. Jadi, apa yang saya buat, saya beli tablet, kita mengajar melalui Google Meet.
Ya, itu antara cabaran waktu pandemik ya. Guru,
betul.
pelajar pun kalau guru dah sediakan bahan-bahan, dah sediakan cara untuk anda mendapatkan ilmu tu, janganlah ambil mudah kan. Betul-betul ikuti kelas dan sebagainya. Saya kira itulah kenapa kita ada kempen #terima kasih cikgu. Untuk semua guru-guru di Malaysia juga, demi menghargai pengorbanan guru-guru di waktu pandemik ini. Maklumlah, saya kira cikgu-cikgu di Malaysia banyak yang keluar daripada zon selesa masing-masing.
Ya, benar. Banyak ilmu baru kami belajar.
Banyak ilmu baru, sama-sama belajar, cikgu ya.
Betul.
Baiklah, kita akan berhenti rehat seketika. Selepas itu kita akan kembali dengan rakan-rakan kita dan sesi pembelajaran kita pada hari ini. Jangan ke mana-mana, kita jumpa selepas ini.
DidikTV KPM. DidikTV KPM.
Kembali menonton Road to Success STPM 2020, di mana subjek kita hari ini adalah Mathematics T, dan kita bersama dengan Cikgu Afiq dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota Kuala Lumpur. So I guess kalau semua orang nak tahu, matematik T diajar dalam bahasa Inggeris di sekolah. So I guess from now on, I will try to speak in English with the teacher and also the friends that will be with us shortly. So I would like to welcome our friends from Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota Kuala Lumpur. Hello everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
The paper is tomorrow. So are you guys ready? Like ready?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I guess they are very excited at the same time and also very nervous. Are you guys nervous? A little bit. A bit. Okay, so let's introduce yourself. We would like to start with Jonathan.
Okay, hai, salam sejahtera. Nama saya Jonathan Stu dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota.
Terima kasih. Next we have Xing Ying. Silakan.
Selamat sejahtera, nama saya Chia Xing Ying. Saya dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota.
Terima kasih. Kita ada Shi Pei Ying.
Selamat sejahtera, nama saya Shi Pei Ying dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota.
Thank you. And last but not least, Chan Vi Soon.
Selamat sejahtera, nama saya Chan Bisan dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota.
Alright, thank you guys. So, cikgu, saya rasa mereka pun sudah tak sabar-sabar. I guess the students at home are all ready with their pens and paper to actually jot down every single tip that you are going to share with us today.
Yes.
Silakan, cikgu.
Okay, terima kasih Nisa.
Yeah.
Okay, student, before I proceed, let me introduce myself. Okay, nama saya Cikgu Mohamad Afiq bin Anuar and I'm from Kolej Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota Kuala Lumpur. Okay, student. So, let's go to the next one. Exam date. When is your paper? Okay, student at home tahu ke? Bila your paper? Do you know? Okay, your exam date is tomorrow. Tomorrow, ya, Nisa?
Less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours, okay? So tomorrow, 6th of April 2021, Tuesday, and the paper will start at 2:30 p.m. until 4 p.m. So student at home, student in my Google Meet, please be ready. Make sure you have done a lot of exercises and take care of your health. Okay, jaga kesihatan, jaga SOP dan penjarakan fizikal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's recall what you have in your paper. You have 2 sections, Section A and Section B. Let's look at Section A first. Okay, so Section A, you have 6 short questions. You have to answer all questions. You must answer all questions, which will give you 45 marks. And you have to spend 60 minutes for this section. Not more than 60 minutes. Okay, and then for Section B, you have 2 long questions. Remember to answer 1 question only. Don't answer both because examiner will mark the first answer only. And 50 marks for this section, you are required to spend 30 minutes or less. If you spend less, you can check your answer later. Okay? Okay. Today is Pecutan Mathematics T RTS STPM 2020 ni sah. So kita nak pecut hari ni ni. Okay, as fast as we can. So student at home, grab as much as knowledge, recall everything what you need to know in your exam. So in chapter 1, you have learned data description and 4 types of data representation you must know. Stem and leaf diagram, histogram, cumulative frequency curve, and box and whisker plot. Okay, so we have 4 representation. Let's recall a bit, okay, quickly. Number 1, stem and leaf. So this one, you have stem on the left, okay, and then you have leaf on the right. Okay, so remember, you write your stem. For your leaf, you have to rearrange in ascending order. For example, 6, 8, 9, you have to rearrange in ascending order. And then 0, 1, 3, 3, 5, 8, 9, you arrange in ascending order. And pay particular attention for your key. For example, this one, you are given 4/5 means 4.5. Okay, so 4.5. Okay, and not 45. Normally, when you do example, it is 45. This one is 4.5. Okay. The next one, we have histogram. Okay, histogram, remember to label your x-axis with unit. Don't forget to write unit. Okay, and for y-axis, you label frequency and frequency density. Depend on the question. And remember, for this one, we use boundaries. Okay, for example, class given to you from 0 until 9 or 1 until 10. So you have to use 0.5 and 9.5 or 10.5. So we have to use boundaries. Okay, for cumulative frequency curve, students have learned already before in SPM this one. Okay, before this you call this one OGIF. So now we call as cumulative frequency curve. Okay, remember for this one, you have to use upper boundaries. Just now we use boundaries. This one we use upper boundaries. And then remember, you have to start from 0. Cumulative frequency 0. And you label your axis together with unit. Okay, student. And the last one, box and whisker plot. Okay. How do we plot? You have to find your Q1, Q2, and Q3. You have to find that one first. And then you draw boxes. And then you have to find your lower and upper fence. Okay, student dekat Google Meet, can you help me? What is the formula for lower fence? Siapa nak tolong saya? Lower fence formula. Okay, Siah. Okay, open your mic.
Silakan.
Okay. Lower fence is Q1, which means the first quartile minus 1.5 interquartile range.
Okay, good. You have Q1 minus 1.5 times interquartile range. And for upper fence, Q3 plus 1.5 times interquartile range. Thank you, Siah. Very good. Okay, means that you remember already what you have
She's ready for the paper.
Yes, betul. Dah bersedia, Siah, ya? Student mesti bersedia. Okay, and then anything outside, okay, to the left or outside to the right, that one we call as outliers. Okay, you must use cross for your outliers. Okay, So next one, kita tengok shape of distribution. What kind of distribution? This one is symmetrical. If the question asks you, how do we label mean, mode, and median? So everything in the middle, at the peak. Okay. Next one, like this. Okay, you have longer tail towards the right. Okay, boleh nampak tak arrow merah saya lukis tu? So that one, bila ekor panjang ke arah positif, we call this one sebagai positive least skewed distribution. Okay, and then if the question asks you to label, macam mana saya nak label? Okay, the highest peak here. Okay, the highest peak is your mode. And then in the middle, apa kita in the middle? Middle mestilah median. And then therefore the other one automatic will be your mean. Okay, saya nak tanya pula Mira ni, boleh tak saya tengok satu lagi?
Cikgu.
Nisa, sorry.
Tak apa.
Nisa. Okay, so tengok shape of distribution. Kalau arrow ke kiri, kita panggil apa?
Negatively skewed.
Negatively skewed.
Betul.
Betul. Kalau saya tanya Nisa, macam mana saya nak label? Yang paling tinggi apa Nisa tadi?
Mode.
Mode, betul.
And then the middle one is the median.
The middle one must be median.
The lowest
and then
one the mean.
Next one is your mean. Betul.
Okay, I can take STPM tomorrow.
Bagus Nisa. Okay. Okay, so the next one, itu salah satu cara. The next one, we can also determine the types of distribution, shape of distribution by using quartile. Okay, first one, Q1 and Q2, same distance with Q2 and Q3. So Q3 minus Q2 equals to Q2 minus Q1. Since Q3 minus Q2 equals to Q2 minus Q1, therefore distribution is symmetrical. Okay, what happened here? Boleh nampak tak arrow ke kanan ni? Saya nak tanya student pula lah. Student paying, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. For example, this one, can you guess what kind of distribution is this? Arrow to the right.
Positively skewed.
Positively skewed. If I want to write the answer, how do you write your conclusion?
Since Q3 minus Q2 is more than Q2 minus Q1, therefore the distribution is positively skewed.
Yes, good, very good paying. Okay, so because you can see this one is longer. Since Q3 minus Q2 more than Q2 minus Q1, therefore distribution is positively skewed. The same thing happened for the next one. Okay, how do we write? Since Q3 minus Q2 less than or Q2 minus Q1 more than. Okay, therefore distribution is negatively skewed. Because this one is longer, so the arrow going to the left. So negatively skewed. Very easy, student. If you know how to tackle, Maths T is not hard. Very easy for you to understand. Okay, and the last one, shape of distribution, we can also use Pearson coefficient. So student, this one and also this one, you have to remember. The formula not given, but these two formula you must remember and use in exam. Okay, so many times question asks you about this one. Okay, so if Pearson coefficient is positive, more than 0, distribution is positively skewed. Less than 0, distribution is negatively skewed. Okay, let's look at one example. Okay, kita tengok example. Dalam soalan ni ada skill-skill dia. So student mesti tahu what the question want, have you answered or not. Okay, blood glucose level for 23 patients shown in the stem and leaf diagram below. So as I mentioned before, look at the key before you answer. So the key 4/5 means 4.5. Find the median interquartile range. So let's look at the first one. The question asks for median and interquartile range. Okay, so for median, siapa lagi belum ya? Visan. Visan, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so what is the formula for median? This one, group or ungroup data? Group or ungroup data? This one adalah ungroup data.
Ungroup data.
Okay, formula for median.
Formula for median is P times N. We need to find the place for the median.
Yes, so R equals to Pn. So you have to find the position. Okay, so 11.5. This one you have to round up. Okay, you have to round up. So you have to take 12. Remember, the 12 is not your answer for median. The 12 is your position. So you have to count which one is 12. So your answer is 7.5. Okay, so next one. Because we are required to find interquartile range, you have to calculate Q3 and Q1. First quartile and third quartile. So Q1 R equals to PN 5.75. So you round up, we take 6th position, which is 7.6. And the last one, Q3, so 17.75. So 18th position, which is 8.3. You have to calculate. Okay, so untuk median 50%, untuk first quartile 25%, and untuk third quartile we use 75%. So we have found our median. The question asks for median, we have median. Have we answered everything? Not yet.
No.
Okay, apa lagi satu, Jonathan?
Interquartile range.
What is the formula for interquartile range?
Q3 minus Q1.
Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 minus Q1, so you have to minus that one. So you get 1.6. So settle for A. Very easy. Remember, student, you have to round up, ya. If 17.25, don't round off. If you round off, jadi 17. So we have to round up. When you round up, dia jadi 18. Okay, always remember round up, bukan round off. Okay. Okay, next one. You have to determine the outliers. Outliers apa kita tengok tadi? Anything outside your fence. We call that one as outliers. Okay, so you have to calculate the lower fence. Okay, our friend gave the formula already before. Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. So you have already your interquartile range before. So your lower fence is 4.3. Upper fence, Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. So 4.3 and 10.7. Therefore, you have to determine the data outside the fence, which is 4.0 and 10.8. And last one, you have to sketch or draw your box plot. So you have already Q1. Ada kita calculate tadi. You have your mean, median, and you have your third quartile. Okay? And then you have your fence. And then you have outliers. Everything you calculate already. So remember, you have to label.
Label the unit.
Yeah, together with the unit. Betul, Nisa. Okay?
Because students tend to lose the marks when they are not labeling the unit right.
Betul. Okay, so next one, chapter 2, kita recap chapter 2. Probability. So you have to recall your permutation formula. You have to recall your combination formula. And for this one, for question also, suka tanya tentang set. Okay, so set, you have the relationship between set A and set B. The probability of A union B equals to probability of A plus unit probability of B. But you have to minus the intercept because we take twice. Okay, and then the set. Kalau soalan tanya, show that event A and event B mutual exclusive. What do we need to write? Since PA intercept B equals 0, therefore event A and event B mutual exclusive. Okay, kalau soalan tanya independent, ada yang nak tolong saya ke? Student? Anyone want to help me? Kalau soalan tanya independent event, how do you show? Esok nak exam ni. Pei Ying. Okay, yes.
Independent is when since probability A in the set BE equal to probability A times probability B. Therefore, the event A and B are independent.
Okay, good. So, this is how you show the event are independent. PA intercept B equals to PA times PB. And we also have another method to show independent event. PA given B equals to PA. Therefore, event A and event B are independent. We also have conditional probability. Student recall. Okay, recall the formula. PA given B equals to PA intercept B over PB. And look for keywords like given, if, when, as. You must refer to the keywords. Okay. And rule of total probability kita recall sahaja. PA equals to PA intersect B plus PA intersect B prime. Okey, saya rasa pelajar dah biasa tengok tree diagram. Okey, tree diagram. So, atas adalah PA, di bawah adalah PA prime. So, dekat atas ni, is this PB? Dekat sini PB ke? Bukan PB ya. Ini adalah PB given A happen. So, PB given A. This one, PB prime given A happen. Next one, PB given A prime. And the last one, PB prime given A prime. So, if I multiply these two, okay, student, if I multiply these two by using the formula of conditional probability, okay, yang biasa awak tengok, A intersect B, probability A intersect B, A intersect B prime, A prime intersect B, and A prime intersect B prime. Okay, let's look at this question. Okay, saya cakap tadi, dalam soalan ada jawapan. Okay, a student goes to school by bus, taxi or motorcycle. The probability travel by motorcycle is 0.44. Okay, so what can we get from the question? Number one, PM is 0.44. And then, equally likely to take bus or taxi. Remember student, our total probability is 1. Okay, if our total probability is 1, motorcycle is 0.44 and equally likely bus or taxi. So, PB and PT is 0.28. 0.28, 0.28, 0.44 becomes 1. Okay, the probability late, if, ada perkataan if. So, if you have the word if, we have to use conditional probability. You have to look for the keyword if. So, late if bus, late if taxi, late if motorcycle. So, itu adalah conditional probability. L given B, L given T, L given M. So, awak dah ada semua maklumat. In order to help you, you have to use tree diagram. You draw your tree diagram. Okay? And then the question asks for late. So, probability of late, PL. Dekat mana PL? PL, this is your L, this is your L, this is your L. So, if I want to find this one, what I have to do? I have to multiply, betul tak? I have to multiply these two. So, when I multiply, become intersect just now. Okay? So, PL equals to B intersect L, T intersect L, M intersect L. So, automatic ini adalah rule of total probability. Okay? And then you just multiply and use your precious calculator and then you get your answer. Okay. Number 2, B. The question asks for B, ada perkataan if. You have the word if, late. So, ini adalah conditional probability. So, bus if late. Okay, so we use the definition. Okay, so we want to find B intersect L. Which one is B intersect L? So, B intersect L. Okay, so you multiply that one. So, what is PL? You calculate already just now. So, you just put your answer and then you get 21 out of 55.
Baiklah, Cikgu Afiq, saya kira yang di rumah pun they are really following our activities, the questions, the calculations. They are pressing the calculators right now. Like there's no tomorrow. Yang di rumah, yang di Google Meet pun, our friends are here. I think they are very ready. But as we are heading towards the next question, we would like to take a break. You guys don't go anywhere. I'll see you guys after this.
DidikTV KPM. DidikTV KPM.
Anda masih menonton Road to Success STPM 2020 where we are discussing some of the past year questions and topics so far with Cikgu Afiq for Mathematics T and our friends also from College Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota Kuala Lumpur. Tapi sebelum tu Cikgu, saya nak tunjuk kepada semua penonton some of the cards that we receive in conjunction of hashtag Terima Kasih Cikgu campaign. These are some of the beautiful cards that we receive from our students. This one is very, very creative. And let me show you this one. Oh, cantik. And you can actually like this. See? Terima kasih kepada semua yang menghantar hashtag terima kasih cikgu, ucapan selamat hari guru. Thank you for being a great teacher. So sweet. Right. Baiklah, Cikgu Afiq, I think let's go to our pecutan. Silakan.
Okay, terima kasih, Isa. Okay, so now let's continue with the next one. Kita nak pecut lagi. Okay, so next one dalam chapter 3, you learn about probability distribution and only 5 distribution only that you have learned. Number 1, discrete, continuous, binomial, Poisson and normal, including normal approximation. Let's look at number 1. Discrete random variable. Saya suka cakap dekat pelajar. You must know what is hidden info that you must remember. For discrete random variable, we have hidden info total probability is 1. Okay, so your sigma x px equals to x is 1. Okay, and for your expectation formula, you must remember this formula is not given to you, but I'm pretty sure student at home remember already. For expectation of x, sigma x times px, and for variance of x, ex square minus ex whole square. And for example, if I give you one question, for example like this, and the question asks you to find the value of p, okay? How do we calculate the value of p? What is the hidden info there? Very easy, this one. Okay, so your px, the total probability must be 1, okay? The total here must be 1. So you can calculate your p value. Okay, you sum up everything must be 1, then you can calculate your value of p. The same thing happen for continuous random variable. Okay, this one hidden info kita ada 2. Okay, this one hidden info you must know. Okay, integration of fx equals to 1 because total probability is 1, area under the graph is 1. And the next one, CDF, fx is, okay, we are given capital F, F initial must be 0, and F final is 1 because we haven't collect our probability in the beginning. At the end, our probability is 1. And also, you have to remember your formula for expectation and variance. Okay, so we just change from sigma into integration sign. Okay, this one, we have apa bentuk untuk PDF, probability density function. Okay, so you must know the pattern. Okay, here. Okay, we have 0 otherwise for your PDF and the next one for your CDF. We have 0 and 1. If you want to change from here to here, you integrate and when you go back, you differentiate. Okay, for binomial, student have learned before in SPM, kita recall sahaja. Px equals to R equals to NCR PR Qn minus R. Okay, and then the expectation is NP, variance is NPQ. Student already know already before. Okay, pelajar dah belajar ni Nisa dulu ni masa SPM ni.
Yeah.
Binomial distribution.
Nak kena korek balik lah cikgu.
Korek balik sikit, lama ni. So kita nak korek balik, belajar balik.
Yeah.
Okay, for Poisson distribution, X follow Poisson, lambda. This is a new one, but don't worry. The formula given to student in exam. You just refer the formula in the formula booklet. Okay, E minus lambda, lambda R over R factorial, but you must know the expectation is lambda, the variance also lambda. Okay, this one also student have learned already before. Masa SPM dia dah belajar normal distribution. Kita recall sahaja. Okay, so we have formula for standardization, Z equals to X minus mu over sigma. Expectation is mu, expectation same as mean, and variance is sigma square. Tapi pelajar, kita tambah sikit dalam STPM, kita ada normal approximation. For example, you have binomial distribution. X follow binomial, NP. Macam mana kita nak apply normal approximation? NP more than 5, NQ more than 5. We apply normal approximation, therefore we have X follow normal NP and PQ. But remember to apply continuity correction. Okay, pelajar standby ya dekat rumah. My Google Meet student, if the question asks you probability of X more than or equals to 65. Siapa lagi belum ya? Sia. Sia, are you? Can you listen?
Yes, can.
Okay.
Singing, can you speak louder and bring the microphone closer to your mouth? Yes.
Okay, can.
Okay, do we take 65 or not here?
No. Yes.
Yes, more than or equals to 65, right?
Yes.
So kita buat number line. Okay, student buat number line. So remember, we take 65, 66 and more. So we go that way. Okay, and then macam mana kita nak apply continuity correction? Kita reverse a bit. So kita ambil 64.5. Okay, Sia, kalau soalan bagi more than 80, do you take 80 or not? No, you don't take 80. So you are taking 81, 82 and above. Betul tak? So kita draw number line like that. Okay, so kita undur sikit. Bila saya undur dia jadi 80.5. Okay, thank you, Sia. Okay, so Nisa nak cuba? Kita bagi satu.
Okay.
This one, Nisa, do we take 30 or not? Px less than or equals to 30.
Yes, we take 30 sebab dia ada or equal to.
Yes, betul. Kita ambil less than or equals to 30. And then apa kita kena buat?
Kita undur balik.
Undur sikit. So jadi
30.5.
Ya, betul. 30.5.
Yes.
Nisa pun dah boleh ambil STPM dah esok.
Together. We go together, okay, friends?
Okay, and then the last one. Kalau soalan tanya 48, less than 48. Do you take 48 or not here?
No.
You don't take. So you are taking 47, 46 and below. Draw number line. And then you reverse a bit and then you take 47.5. Kalau soalan tanya dua macam ni, nak buat macam mana? Trik kita sama sahaja. Okay, you have to draw number line. Do you take 12 or not?
Yes.
Yes, you take 12. Do you take 15 or not?
Yes.
Yes. And you are taking in between everything. So what I have to do from 12, undur sikit. What I have to do from 15, undur sikit. So apa jawapan saya? 11.5 until 15.5. Okay, so itulah kita apply continuity correction. Okay, habis chapter 3. Kita recall, kita nak pecut. So pelajar boleh recall apa yang dia dah belajar. Okay, so kita tengok chapter 4. Kita ada sampling and estimation. Kita ada sampling, kita ada estimation. So kita ada point estimate dan juga confidence interval. I'm pretty sure student already dah suka dah ni. Sampai chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6 memang lubuk markah bagi pelajar.
Wow,
dia ikut step sahaja, markah memang boleh dapat. Okay, so dalam ni kita belajar CLT, Central Limit Theorem. Since n more than 30, CLT can be used. Therefore, X bar will follow normal distribution. Okay, and then recall balik point estimate yang awak dah belajar. Point estimate yang pertama, unbiased estimate of population mean. Okay, mu hat equals to X bar. Unbiased estimate of population variance, n over n minus 1 times S square, where your S square is your sample variance. An unbiased estimate of population proportion, P hat equals to PS. Okay, formula dah ada. Apply sahaja. 90% confidence interval, you get your alpha. Kalau 90% confidence interval, our alpha is 10%, 0.1. Your alpha over 2 and your Z alpha over 2. Okay, so student, this one, remember your formula for confidence interval for mu. Tolong hafal this one. You remember this one, you just plug in only. Just plug in saja, Nisa. Senang ni soalan ni.
Kita dapat markah.
Ya. Value-value ni diorang kena cari by using the table. And then yang lain tu plug in, tunjuk working, answer. Jangan skip working. Tunjuk working yang awak nak tunjuk. Apa value X bar awak substitute. Your sigma square you substitute. Your n you substitute. Everything you substitute. Show the working of substitution. Okay, for P sama. Remember the formula for P. Okay, P hat minus Z alpha over 2. P hat Q hat over n whole thing square root. And then you just change from minus to plus only. Itu sahaja. Awak hafal sebelah, automatic lagi satu dia ada. So plus minus only. Okay, so kalau kita compare confidence interval for mu and P. Kalau soalan tanya awak, what is the estimation error? Estimation error, we just take one side only. So estimation error, Z alpha over 2, sigma square over n square root, or Z alpha over 2, P hat Q hat over n. Okay, kita ambil Z alpha sahaja. But if the question asks interval width, kita ada number 2 here, interval width. Kenapa ada nombor 2 ni? Because kita ambil daripada kiri sampai kanan. We are taking everything. Okay, you are taking from the lower limit until the upper limit. Sebab itulah kita ada 2. Estimation error, you error estimate from middle sahaja. So we take one side only. Okay, habis chapter 4. Dalam chapter 5 ni pun pelajar suka ni. Ini lubuk markah. Betul tak student? Chapter 5, chapter 6.
Is this where you get marks?
Yes.
Oh,
you just remember the step. I will give you 7 step. You remember the step, everything will be okay. Hafal sahaja 7 step and then dalam soalan akan ada jawapan dia. Okay, saya bagi step yang pertama. You have to define your variable x and distribution if given. Okay, for example, let x equals to number of students. Let x equals to weight of students. Or the yellow part, this one is for your proportion because we have 2 hypothesis testing. Step number 2, you state your hypothesis, H0 and H1. H0 always equals to, mu equals to, P equals to, always equal. And then this one, more than, less than, or not equals to, you have to refer to your question. Question will give you the answer. And then step 3, if H0 is true, and then you apply CLT or normal approximation. If H0 is true, what happened H0 true? Awak dah tulis dah hypothesis. H0 true, mu equals to whatever. Or if H0 is true, P equals to your answer. If you are required to apply CLT, kalau N awak besar, more than 30, you can apply CLT. And kalau awak buat test for P, kalau N awak large, kita apply normal approximation. Okay, you get the distribution for X bar and P hat. Itu step 3. Dah ada 3 step, ada 4 lagi step. Step 4, significant level. Dalam soalan student ada significant level. You just take the significant level. So you get your alpha and Z alpha. And then we have step 5, rejection criterion. Okay, reject H0 if, kalau awak pakai Z test, mention your Z test. This one is for small sample. Okay, for small sample. Alpha, alpha, or alpha over 2. Step 6, test statistic. Okay, remember student here, this formula you must remember. You must remember this formula. Because this formula really need, you must show the value, you sub and then you calculate your answer. And at the end, you write your conclusion. Remember to compare and conclude. Okay, jangan lupa kalau tak conclude nanti hilang markah awak. Okay, macam mana kita nak tulis conclusion? Since Z test equals to berapa? More than or less than? Reject or do not reject? H0. There is sufficient or insufficient evidence at how many percent significant level. This one you just take from your question. To conclude, you copy your question again. Okay, boleh ke student dekat rumah? Boleh ikut saya?
Boleh.
Okay, boleh lagi. Nisa okey?
Okey.
Kita nak pecut ni. Okey, kita tengok satu contoh je. Okey, kita tengok satu contoh untuk bagi gambaran kepada pelajar dalam soalan ada jawapan. Saya bagi satu contoh. Example, STPM 2013 question number 8. This question give you 7 marks. Okey, kita ada 7 step, 7 markah. Okey, saya nak tanya siapa lagi belum ya? Visan, boleh Visan?
Boleh cikgu.
Boleh. Okey, kita baca soalan sama-sama. According to the National Health and Morbidity Survey study in 2006, the proportion of population aged 30 years and above suffering from diabetes. What can I get from this sentence? Apa saya boleh dapat, Visan?
You can define X.
You can define your random variable. Betul tak? Kita define. Tadi kita perlu define kan dekat step yang pertama. So you define. P is your proportion of population aged 30 years and above who are suffering from diabetes. And then you are given 0.15. Apa itu 0.15, Visan?
Proportion for population.
Proportion for population. You are given P equals to 0.15. Okay, next one. Kita baca lagi. a recent random sample of 20 people. This one sample or population? Sample or population?
Sample.
Sample. Ada perkataan sample. So, N is your 20. Your N is 20. Sample size is 20. Okay. And then our test value is 4. Baca soalan lagi. Perform hypothesis testing at 10% significance level. Ada tak value dalam step kita tadi, Visan? Ada kan? Your significance level is 10%. To determine whether current proportion of population suffering diabetes higher. Highlight perkataan higher, student. Kalau higher, apa yang kita kena tulis, Visan?
For H1P is more than 0.1.
Yes. Because higher mestilah more than. Yes. Betul tak, Nisa?
Betul.
Higher, more than. So, kita dapat jawapan. So, kita ada definition sudah ada. Okay? Thank you, Visan. Okay, definition kita sudah ada. P kita sudah ada. N kita sudah ada. Test value kita sudah ada. Significant level ada. H0, H1 ada. Everything in your question. So, let's use our 7 steps untuk jawab. Kita ikut step kita. Step number 1, you have to define random variable X or P in this case. So, tulislah jawapan awak. Tulis. Let P equals to proportion of population age 30 years and above who are suffering from diabetes. And then your X will follow binomial distribution. Step 1 done. Senang kan? Kita masuk kepada step 2. Step 2 kita apa? You have to state your hypothesis. Ada tak soalan bagi jawapan tadi? Ada kan? H0P equal 0.15. H1P more than. Dah ada. Dah ada kan? Tulis sahaja. Itu markah pelajar. Okay, awak akan dapat B marks here. Okay? Step yang ketiga. If H0 is true, what happen kalau H0 saya true? P saya adalah 0.15. Dapat terus. P is 0.15. So your X distribution is binomial, N is 20, P is 0.15. Do we need to apply normal approximation here? Pelajar dah eling-eling kepala dah tu. Tak perlu, cikgu, tak perlu. Kenapa? Your N is small. Kita apply normal approximation if large sample. This one 20, small. So don't apply. Okay? And then step 4, significant level. Ada tak soalan bagi significant 10%. Level? Yes, Nisa, 10%. Ada, dalam soalan dah bagi jawapan. So kita tulis sahaja. One tail test at 10% significant level. Your alpha is 0.1. Okay, sebab 10%, 0.1. Step 5, rejection criterion. Apa kita kena tulis ayat dia tadi? Reject H0 if. Reject H0 if. So this is your step. Px more than or equals to 4 because this one awak ambil daripada test value. This one you refer kepada H1. Okay, and then 0.1 you take from significant level tadi. Semua dah ada. Kita ikut step sahaja. Step 6 apa? Test statistic. So you have to calculate this one. More than or equals to 4. Maksudnya 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until 20. So kalau kita kira banyak tu sampai 20. Okay, baik kita ambil complement. Kalau kita ambil complement, 1 minus 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So that sikit yang kita kena kira. Kuranglah sikit. Kalau kita kira banyak-banyak nanti buang masa, tak cukup masa. Nanti pelajar komplain tak cukup masa, cikgu.
There's only like 1 hour and 30 minutes for the
1
paper.
1 hour and 30 minutes only. But this question normally student know already the step. So they just write only. So dah hafal step memang akan cepat menjimatkan masa. Okay, so you use your binomial formula and then you get 0.3523. Okay, 3523. And then lastly, remember student, you must write conclusion. Ada pelajar memang terlupa tulis conclusion. Mesti kalau tak tulis conclusion, 2 markah awak akan hilang. Sayang 2 markah tu.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Just for write. Apa kita kena tulis for conclusion? Compare and conclude. Macam mana kita nak compare? Since Px more than or equals to 4, you write back your answer, you compare with your rejection criterion before. Okay, kalau kita reject tadi, kalau less than, kita reject. This one more than. Do not reject. So do not reject. So tulis conclusion. There is insufficient evidence at 10% significance level to conclude that the proportion of population aged 30 years and above who are suffering from diabetes is higher than 2006. So this part actually pelajar hanya perlu copy back from the question sahaja. Question dah bagi tadi, betul?
Yes, betul.
Salin sahaja. So semua 7 step tu, step-step dia, student must know how to extract from the question. So kalau pelajar tahu macam mana nak extract, macam mana nak ambil, just apply the 7 step I gave you, memang boleh jawab, Nisa. So kita tengoklah satu-satu. Okey, pelajar dekat rumah, ada soalan nak tanya saya ke?
Any questions? Last question to ask. No? Everyone is ready?
Ada.
Tak ada. Jonathan okey? Jonathan?
Okey.
Okey. Wisan?
Okay.
Okey. Sia?
Okay.
Okey. And paying, okey ke?
Okay.
Okey.
So our friends here are all okay, and I hope our friends at home also okey dan bersedia untuk menjawab peperiksaan ni esok, cikgu.
Ya, so saya nasihatkan pelajar esok, okay, after your PA paper, in the morning student have PA paper at 11 until 1 o'clock. After you came out from the exam hall, jangan discuss soalan sebab awak ada next paper 2:30.
Yes.
Okey, jangan serabutkan kepala awak. Saya takut pelajar bincang nanti dia nervous. Akan effect paper petang. Get ready sahaja dengan paper petang sebab kita ada 2:30 paper.
Jadi, cikgu kata-kata akhir, some advice that you can share with our students.
Okey, so student, nasihat terakhir saya yang pertama, jaga kesihatan. Betul, jaga kesihatan. Yang kedua, malam ni dapatkan tidur yang cukup. Tomorrow, most of the student have 2 papers. Ada PA, ada Maths T. Dapatkan tidur yang cukup. Dan yang ketiga, make sure dalam masa yang terakhir ni, kalau sempat buat latihan sikit, buat latihan. Okey, kalau boleh, tengok sikit apa yang awak perlu tahu dalam SEM 3. Normally, SEM 3 will give you marks that you can boost overall mark for STPM.
Alright, thank you so much, Cikgu Afiq, and also our friends from College Tingkatan 6 Desa Mahkota Kuala Lumpur. I hope what Cikgu Afiq shared today as for this episode will help you for tomorrow's paper, because we have quickly recap some of the chapters, we have done some of the activities together, and kalau saya boleh faham dalam masa yang singkat, saya kira anda rakan-rakan yang belajar selama setahun, 2 tahun ni pasti boleh jawab esok. Saya punya mengucapkan selamat maju jaya kepada semua calon STPM 2020 kertas matematik T. Esok 2:30 petang. Seperti yang Cikgu Afiq katakan tadi, get enough rest so that esok anda boleh jawab peperiksaan anda dengan baik, dengan lancar. Tak adalah masuk peperiksaan nanti mengantuk.
Jangan tidur masa paper.
Jangan tidur. Jangan tidur in between. Keluar PA tidur pula. Nanti bangun, alamak macam mana nak jawab. Dah blank. Baiklah. Sekali lagi kita ucapkan terima kasih. Thank you so much everybody. Visan, Jonathan, Singing and you juga paying kerana bersama-sama dengan kami. All the best to you guys. I see you guys at the exam hall tomorrow. Wah, macam kita pula nak ambil peperiksaan. Terima kasih kepada semua menonton. InsyaAllah kita akan jumpa lagi di episod Road to Success STPM 2020 yang akan datang. Bye!
DidikTV KPM.
Siapalah cikgu ni? Macam-macam kerja sekolah kena buat. Modul lah, Google Meet lah, sebagainya pun ada. Bukanlah cikgu ni. Kenapa ni Mia? Nampak macam stres je. Boleh saya bantu? Tak sukalah. Awak tengoklah ni. Macam-macam kerja sekolah kena buat. Lah, awak ni tak baik cakap macam tu. Sejak negara dilanda bencana virus COVID-19, pelbagai usaha yang cikgu lakukan untuk kita dapat belajar secara berterusan. Betul kata awak. Kesian cikgu. Ini semua untuk kebaikan kita. Mia, awak tahu tak apa persamaan matahari dengan cikgu? Apa ya? Matahari menyinari dunia, cikgu menyinari dunia kita.